talking about arrays. Guys, what is an array? It is a collection of similar type values right or not? It is a collection of similar type values that are stored in a sequential order, either in the form of a row or rows and columns. You can store them in the form of a row, or you can store them in the form of rows and columns also. That's what an array is all about. Okay. Well, guys, this is what we learned in the C language. I'm not changing it, but I want to change the word here. Let's not use the word collection. Let's use set of. Let's use the word set of, not collection of. Why, sir? Why are you changing that word as a set of? Because in modern programming languages, we have a concept called collections separately. Did you understand me or not? In modern programming languages, we have a concept called collections separately. So that is why let's use the word set. And set is a characteristic word here. Why? Array values are represented in curly braces only now. And do you remember we learned in the school days sets? Sets will be curly braces only now. So set is only a correct word. It is a set of similar type values that are stored in a sequential order, either in the form of a row or rows and columns. You can store in the form of a row, or you can store in the form of columns also. Why it is in the notes now? Why do I require to share it again? No, guys, I don't share. I don't take the time again to put all these things there. It has been present in your notes, so check the notes. Whatever I'm typing here will be in the notes as it is. Okay. And now, basically, how do we access the values of the array? By using index. So we use index to access the values of an array, correct? Now, index starts from 0 and set n minus 1. What is n? Number of items in the array. Okay. In C sharp also, we access the values of an array by using index only. And this index starts with 0 and set n minus 1, where n is the number of items in the array. Nothing different. This is the same point what we learned in your C language also. This is the same thing what we learned in your C language also. So here also, array index is going to start from 0 only and at n minus 1. And see, one more thing. In C sharp, arrays are two types. One, fixed length. And variable length. One is fixed length and variable length. Okay. Fixed length arrays can store only a specified number of values. That is, at the time of declaration only, we need to specify the size. Whereas variable length arrays doesn't have any fixed size. They keep on increasing the size as we keep on read it carefully. Fixed length, variable length. Two types. Next. Listen here. At the time of declaration, you're required to specify the size now. I set the size as 100. Fixed 100 values. Understood or not? I set the size as 100 and it will store your 100 values. I set the size as 50. It will store your 650 values. Whereas no size limitation, man. You keep on adding the values, it will keep on increasing the size. Got it or not? Now keep on adding the values, it keeps on increasing the size. Which one? Variable length arrays. Tell me one thing. In C language, you learned arrays now. Fixed length or variable length? Fixed length. In C language, what we learned is fixed length. Guys, now also we are learning fixed length arrays only. But in object-oriented programming, I will teach you variable length arrays. Today, I'm not teaching you variable length arrays. What I'm teaching you is again fixed length arrays. But in object-oriented programming, I'll teach you variable length arrays also. Are you clearer? Okay. So now we are going to see the old one, that is the fixed length arrays one. Fine. Answer me. In C, guys, I want to declare a integer array with a size of 5. I want to declare an integer array with a size of 5. How do you do that in C and C++? Data type, array name, size is how you declare, right? But guys, Java and C# languages, the array declaration syntax is different. How do you declare, data type, square brace, indicates it's an array. What is this? Integer. Correct? Integer array. The meaning of it, man, int. No, it is integer array. Name of the array is equals to new. That is how you write. Are you clearer or not? That is how you are going to write it. You can write this in another way also. Look, guys, what is this? Understood, all of you? In C language, that is declaration, initialization. In C# also, that is same declaration, initialization. Here we have an advantage. What is that? We can separate the declaration and the initialization. Declaration can be separated. Initialization can be separate. We can write separately in C# and Java, but not possible in C++. It is not possible in the C++ language. Third option. You all know this, guys. You know this option? You learned it in C also. What you learned in C is 1 and 3. Three things are written there. What you learned in C, 1 you learned, 3 also you learned. What is new? 2. In the middle, we have one more option here. This is the first option here. We have this in C also. We have this also in C. What is new? This is new in C#. Okay? Here see. Declaration and initialization with default value of the type. Can you understand the meaning of it? What is that? Declared and initialized with default values. Initialized with default value. What is the default value of integer? All zeros will be there now. So your 5 cells will contain 0. What is that? 0. This also same. Same only. What about this one? Where given set of values. Understand English, huh? No expression on your faces. That's why I'm getting a doubt. Understood? First one, with what values? Default value of the type. The default value of integer is 0. Tomorrow is a boolean. Default value is false. It is a string. Default values are null. You know that already. Okay, now? Second is also same only. Second is also same only. Declaration and initialization with default value. Third option. Not default values here. With a given set of values. We are giving the values on our own now. I want to give some 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, something. Initialize with that particular values. Hope you guys are clear. Okay. Well, this is how you declare an array in C# language as well as Java language also. The syntax will be like this, man. Watch. First, which type? Integer type or string type or double type, your choice. Array, array that resembles array. New, which type? Length or size. All three. First option, declaration initialization with default values. Second option, declaration initialization. Third option, given set of values. All three options you have here. Is that clear? Now look at this, man. Look at this. I will write a small program here just to declare an array and work with it. Look, let's write a program. sdarray1.cs. sdarray1.cs. Okay. Using system class sdarray static void main. Okay, I want to declare a integer array. I want to declare a integer array. How do you declare int array? Name of the array. Clear? And when you declare this like this, man, internally memory will be allocated like this. Same standards, nothing different. What is the array name? ARR. What is this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Index position. Values. You learned this already in your C language. You learned this already in your C language. What's up, teacher? I've already taught you lesson. I've also am telling the same thing only. How do you pick each and every value? ARR of 0, ARR of 1, ARR of 2, ARR of 3, ARR of 4, and ARR of 5. Are you clear or not? Okay. What? Now, I want to print these values on the monitor. I want to print these values on the monitor. How to pick each and every value? ARR of 0, ARR of 1, ARR of 2. That's how you pick the values. If 100 are there, I cannot write ARR of 0, ARR of 1, ARR of 2, ARR of 199, 20. So what do you do? Loops. Array, what do you use? Loops. Now tell me, can I use a loop and print these values now? Help me please. How to write the code? For int I equals to 0. I less than or equal to I less than 6. 6. I less than 6 means 0 to 5 only, na? 0 to 5. I plus plus. Console dot. I want to print all the values on one line only. Single dimensional. So one line only I want to print. ARR of I plus some space. Just separating the values. Okay. Save it. Compile. What are the values? Yeah, that's what I said. Your 6 values are there. You got all the 6 now. See, my output is printed, and immediately in the next line, my command prompt is given. And I want to give some space between the two. Okay. So once the output printing is completed, here let me add you. I said this already. You can use a right line method without passing any value also. Yeah, I already said you can use a right line without passing any value also. Wall pencil, line break. Wall pencil, line break. See, now all these outputs are combining of now. Recompile and execute again. You got some space. Is it clear, all of you? If I taught you anything new, that is only this one. Remaining all you learned in C language only, man. Yes or not? What is taught you newly is only this one, because we don't require to write this in C. How do you write? Directly we can write off int AR of 5 over. But rest of all going to be the same. Now, I'm going to teach you a new thing, all of you. Concentrate on this. What are you doing here? Accessing the values of a single dimensional array by using for loop. Am I right? What are you doing? Values of a single dimensional. This is a single dimensional array by using the for loop. Correct now? Now the new thing what I'm teaching you now is watch. Yesterday I given the introduction to that, but I did not show you. This is the new thing what I'm going to show you now. What is that? For each loop. Yesterday what I taught you? There are 4 loops in C#. What are 4? For loop, while loop, do while loop, for each loop. For loop, while loop, do while loop, and for each loop. Okay now? So what is this for each loop? For each loop is a specially designed. For each loop is specially designed in C#, in .NET, not in C#, in .NET, for accessing values from arrays and collections. I repeat, for each loop is specially designed in .NET for accessing values from arrays and collections. When you want to access the values from arrays and collections, we use this for each loop here. It's a special design. It's a special design. How do we use it? Watch. I am going to reprint the values for the second time to you on the monitor by using a for each loop. Okay, observe it, all of you. For each into I in ARR, console.write I plus some space. Here also in the last time writing, that is to line break. Only one time is only focus on it. I'll explain how it works. Just watch. Now you get the output for the second time also on the screen, see, and it will be the same output. Check it out. You got the same output. So how it works? Very simple. Yeah. For each loop is a gun. For each loop is a gun. The array is the barrel of bullets. The array is the barrel of bullets. Come on, you have a gun and a barrel of bullets. What will you do? You will load the barrel, start firing. When you start firing, what will happen? One by one bullet will be released from the gun now. Array, that is only happening now also. That is only happening now also. What is your gun? For each is the gun. What is the barrel of bullets? Array, you loaded the bullets now. Started firing. One by one bullet is released from it. That's all. Did you understand or not? One by one bullet is released. Today, this array is an integer array. Tomorrow, your array can be a string array. One by one string is released. It's a double array. One by one double is released. It's a boolean array. One by one boolean is released. It's a date array. One by one date will be released. Are you clear? Yes or not? Well, let me clarify you the differences in for and for each in accessing array values. The differences in for and for each in accessing the values. First difference. In for loop, the loop variable, what is loop variable? Confidently. Refers to index. Perfect. Refers to index. Correct, no? In for each loop, the loop variable refers to values, not indexes. Remember, it doesn't refer to the index man, it refers to the value. Here, what you printed? ARR of I. If you print I, what you will get, man? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't get the values there. What is that? Indexes. But see here, what you print? I refers to value here, not the index. Did you understand the first difference? What is it? In a for loop, loop variable refers to index. In for each loop, loop variable refers to values. Second difference. In for loop, the data type of the loop variable will always be integer only, irrespective of the type of values in the array. Agree? I repeat my statement again. In for loop, the data type of the loop variable will always be integer only, irrespective of the type of values in the array. Your array is integer array. Then also your variable is integer. Your array is a string array. Then also your variable is integer only. Array, tomorrow is a string array. Will you write for string s is equals to 0 here? No, no. What do you write? Means this is always integer only now. But when you come to for each loop, the data type of the loop variable will be same as the type of values in the array. Because it's an integer array, I written in type. With string array, I'll write stringers there. With the double array, I'll write double D there. Okay, watch. I'll show you. Imagine I have three arrays here. The first array is an integer array. The first array is an integer array is equals to without writing u of, can I open the curly braces and assign the values? Array already shown you here. See, understood? Okay, same way, let me also take one double array, man. Is a double array. One more array will take string array. Okay, now I want to access the values of them by using a for loop. By using a for loop. How do you write? For I is equals to 0, I less than the number of items. How many? 5. You can try this guys without using a static value. I ARR dot length of the array 5 I plus plus. Now you're working with the double array. How do you write? For I less than array. Now also it is integer only. For string, for I plus plus. Is it clear? Now you are using a for each loop here. You are using a for each loop. How to write the code, you know? for each. Did you understand? Yes or not? See, what is that? In a for loop, the data type of the loop variable will always be integer only. What is it? Integer only. But in a for each loop, the data type of the loop variable will be changing according to the type of values. If the type of values are integer, your variable is also going to be integer. If it is a double, variable is double. If it is string, it is string. Clear? What is the first difference I said to you? In a for loop, loop variable refers to index. In a for each loop, loop variable refers to values. Second, in a for loop, the data type of the loop variable will be integer only in respect of the type of values in the array. But in a for each loop, the data type of the loop variable will change based on the type of values now. Third difference. Listen, third difference. Using for each loop, I can get the values as well as set the values also. I repeat, using for loop, I can get the values, I can set the values. What is that, sir? Now you're printing the values on the monitor. Means you're getting them. What are you doing? Getting them. Tomorrow, I want to set new values now. I want to set new values. That is also possible. That is also possible. Shall we set some new values in the array? What are the current values? All zeros. Shall we make it as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60? Guys, notice it. What am I doing, you know? Be clear. Clearly telling you. This is get. What is this? Set. You're getting on the top, you're setting now. What are the values you want to set? I'll show you. For int I is equals to 0, I less than 6, I plus plus. Can I say ARR of I is equals to 10? Tell me, what is assigned in each cell? 10. 10 is assigned in each cell now. Am I right? Okay. This is printing the default values, all zeros, correct? What is this doing? Assigning new values. Now tell me, this will print you default values or new values? New values. So now the output should be all tens now. Okay, come on. 2 times. First time all zeros, second time all tens. Are you clear? Sir, I want 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50, 60. Change the logic, man. I will declare an additional variable here. What is the value? 0. Okay. Now tell me, inside of the loop, if I write x plus equals to 10, what will happen? Every time x is incremented by 10 now. Now if I assign x here, first time, 10 second, 20, third time, 30, 40, 50, 60, that's what I signed. Are you clear? Now tell me, what did I say? By using a for loop, we can get the value and set the values also. But for each loop is designed only to get the value. Setting is not possible with a for each loop. Are you guys clear or not? What is not possible with a for each loop? Setting is not possible. Tomorrow I want to assign values by using a for each loop. Not possible. That's what I'm telling you first only. What is it? For each loop is specially designed for accessing or getting the values from arrays and collections. Only for getting the values. Understood or not? Are you clear? So that's what exactly the for each loop is all for. You can get only, but you cannot set. But for loop can do both the two things. These are the three differences between for loop and for each loop. Am I clear, all of you? Okay, you can see the output again. All zeros, no values. Why you define int I twice? Don't declare it. Declare it globally and use it. Who asked you to do that 2 times? You can write the code anyway. What is the difference between right and right line? Bharat, number of times I explained you. Say 2 times I already explained about this one. If you are irritated into the classes, I cannot help you. What is your doubt? Tell me. Why all values are zero only? Default value of the int, man. The default value of int is zero. Right? Already given a list of default values to you. All numeric types. What is the default value? Zero. And you are arranged which type? Integer type. So all will be zeros. With a Boolean type, all will be false. Okay. Why it is not incrementing? Why will it increment? Why will it increment? First point you all require to understand here, a computer is a brainless machine here. What you do, what you listen, that will be there now. That's all. Why will it change? The standards are defined as zero. All are default values only. Why it is not incrementing? You require to write the logic. Without you writing the logic, nothing will happen free for you. Without writing the logic, nothing will happen free for you. For everything, there should be some logic implemented, either predefined logic or user-defined logic. See, how do you remember this point? What you also remember this one. Why computer is not doing that? Why computer will do that? If you ask me a question, why is it not doing? I'll ask you another question. Why will it do it? Does it have a brain? Tell me, man. Does the computer have a brain? Or is your brain connected to computer? No. It is not connected to a computer. It doesn't have a brain at all. A computer is a machine which performs some actions what the user has defined already. The user has defined already. It cannot do anything more than that. But why do I need a computer? Why do you need a computer? Is because it can do faster than me. Because it can do work faster than me. Do you know what? Generally, when the first computers are introduced in 1950, they are just calculating machines. That's all. They're just only calculating machines. But do you know what is the speed of it? A very complex mathematical calculation, which takes around 30 hours, for a human brain to calculate, can be done by a computer in 1 second. Did you understand me? What is it? A very complex calculation, and it takes 30 hours for a human brain to calculate. That can be done by a computer just in 1 second. That is why you use a computer. Computer will work faster than me, but it cannot do anything on its own. Whatever you tell to the computer, that only will be done. Are you clear? We already used I++. I++ refers to index, not value. Aman, I++ refers to what? Index. Initially, index is 0. I++ means 1. Again, I++ means 2. Again, I++ means 3. But look at the values. Values are all zeros only. Okay? You are not printing I there. What are you printing? ARR of I. What are you printing? ARR of I. If you print I here, what will print? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Understood? If you print I, what is printed? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I printing? ARR of I. ARR of I means ARR of 0, ARR of 1, ARR of 2, ARR of 3, ARR of 4, ARR of 5. And all values are zeros only right now in the array. That is only printed. I am not printing the index, I am printing the values. And look at the values. Values are zeros. And I am not incrementing the values anywhere. I am only incrementing the index. This is index. That's what I said to you. This refers to index, and that index is incrementing, not the values. That is why you will get always zero only. But here we changed. Here we changed. What we made? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Look, guys. These are the initial values, correct now? Tell me. And I printed them by using for loop. Afterwards, I modified them by using for loop. What are the new values? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And now the new values are printed by for each loop, correct now? I'll show you a picture what. These are the new values now. Printed by for each loop. Use the loop variable I there now? Yes or not? For each iteration, one value from array will come to I now. First iteration, 10 is assigned to I. Second iteration, 20 is assigned to I. Third iteration, 30. See, why I'm printing I value here? Because I only contains the value now. See, this is the first picture. Initially, this is what we have. In the second loop, now it became the third loop is printing you the new values now by assigning them to I. So here, I refers to index of values value. Here, index. That is the difference. Here it is index and here it is values. That is why you are not getting it. Tell me what is your doubt? Why you again say I have doubt, sir? What doubt? Directly ask it. Why two questions? Come on fast. What's the doubt? Yes, they did not show you the syntax of for each loop now? See the syntax. For each. Which type? In array name. That will written int I in ARR. Tomorrow you can use a collection also. When we talk about collections, I'll explain you. But now we are using only arrays. For each int I in ARR. Int is the type. I is the variable name. ARR is the array name. ARR is the array name. What we have in this. Okay. Yeah. Focus on this. These are the first picture initially, and this is the second picture. Now it is modified values. Now modified values are this one, assigned to I now. Okay. See, when you run a for each loop, what happens, you know? For every iteration, one value of the array will be assigned to I. I give a simple example for you, man. It's a barrel and a bullet. It's a gun and a barrel of bullets now. Every time you press a trigger, one bullet is released from the barrel now. Yes or not? From the gun barrel, one bullet is released. Now also, this is same only. Every iteration, one value is assigned to I. That is why we directly printed the I value here. Okay, this is about the for loop and for each loop difference what we have. So guys, see there. First I started the discussion about what's a one-dimensional array. Form of a row, there will be a form of a row and declared like this. Already explained you the syntax and shown you 3 types of declaration. And this is the first program. SDRA1, See first, accessing, assigning, accessing. Okay? That is how the for each loop runs. I shown you already picture next to you. That is how the for each loop runs. Next, differences between for loop and for each loop. I already explained you all the three differences and shown you this, remember? Three arrays. First time for loop, second time for each loop. For loop, how do you write the code? The for each loop, how do you write the code? Okay. Till now, we discussed about so many predefined classes now. Array, we talked about 4 predefined classes till now. What are those? Tell me. Console. Four classes I explained you till now. Array, console, string, object, convert. Console is a class, string is a class, object is a class, convert is a class. And data types, I said you clearly now. 16 are structures and 2 are classes. What to? String and object are classes. And then only we learned about convert class also. So till now we talked on 4 predefined classes and 15 predefined structures. 15 predefined structures. What are those? 8 integer types, 3 decimal types, date time, Boolean, GUID, char. Total 15. Total 15. Okay? 15 structures we learned, 4 classes we learned. And today, I'm telling you a new class, guys, array. This is also predefined class. This is also predefined class. Look, array class. This is also a predefined class under the same system namespace. System namespace only. Now, whatever we discussed, everything is from system namespace only. Are you clear? So this is our first class, right? Again, you put blank message. Just now I read in your 5th class now. Tell me all the 5. First class, console. Second class, string. Third class, object. Fourth class, convert. Fifth class, array. Is a 5th class, and all these are in the same system namespace. Okay. And this class provides a set of members using which we can perform actions on an array. We can do some actions on an array. Guys, in the C language, you learned how to sort the values of an array. And if you want to sort the values of an array, we need to write some logic. There are 5 algorithms to sort the values of the array. With sort, selection sort, bubble sort, insertion sort, like this. We have different algorithms to sort. Correct? No? In C#, we don't require to write any logic at all. No need, sir. No. There's a direct method in the array class called as sort. Call it. That's all. What you do, you know? Pass the array whose values has to be sorted. Pass the array whose values has to be sorted. Next, there's a method called as same here. What will it do? Reverse the values of an array. Reverse the values of an array. There's a method called as copy. What it will do, you know? Copies the values from one array to another array. Source, destination, how many? Source, destination, how many values to copy? Okay, next. There's a method called as getLength. It takes a parameter here called as dimension. We use this with the two-dimensional arrays. We use this with the two-dimensional arrays. What is the use of the method, you know? It will tell you the number of rows and the number of columns in the array. What did it tell you? How will it tell both, sir? Simple. If you give 0, it will tell you rows. If you give 1, it will tell you columns. Get length of 0 will tell you number of rows. Get length of 1 will tell you number of columns. Understood? Next, length. What is this? Already said you here. Length. What is this, sir? The length will tell you the total number of cells in the array. The total number of cells in the array. What is that, you know? If it's single dimensional, how many columns are there? If it's two dimensional, number of rows into number of columns. Are you clear? I have an array with 4 rows, 5 columns, man. 4 rows and 5 columns. Get length of 0 will tell you 4 rows. Get length of 1 will tell you 5 columns. Length will tell you 20. Length will tell you 20. 4 into 5, 20 is the length. Did you understand about the length? Listen carefully. What is this one? It is a method. A method means function in our old language, correct now? How do you identify a function? Function has braces. Function has braces. Braces are used as a function, but functions are called methods for us now. So it's a method. What is this? Method. What is this? Method. What is this? All are methods. How you are telling that? By looking at the braces. By looking at the braces. But come on, guys, length is not a method. I did not have braces there. Notice it. What is it? You know, it's a property. What is that, sir? Nothing, man. It's a field in the class now. It's a public field in the class now. Are you clear? It's a field in the class, and the field name is length. The field name is length. It's not a method. It is a field. Are you guys clear? Shall we see how to use them? Except get length, we can use the remaining 4. Why get length can be used only on 2-dimensional arrays, but now we are working on 1-dimensional. We are working on the 1-dimensional. We can use sort, we can use reverse, we can use copy, we can use length. All these we can try now. Okay, watch. Let's write another program here. S02. Using system class. Let me declare an array with a set of values, with a set of values. Okay. Anything you can randomly put some values. I'm taking a set of values here. I have a set of values here. Okay. Imagine these are the values. How many values are there? I don't know. I just have some random values here in the array. I want to print these values on the monitor as it is by using a for loop. By using a, come on, help me. For int I is equals to 0, I less than. In the previous example, remember, we given the size of it as 6. But now I cannot count all these things and give a size now. The simplest way is that clear? Be careful. Don't use, you will get error. It is not a method. It is a field. Field name doesn't have basis. Clear? Here, oh, I forgot it. Thank you. Yeah, as printing, I already done in the previous example, man. Here we use the static value, but here we use the dynamic value. Number of the dynamical want to know. Okay, so save it. All the values as it is. All the values are printed as it is on the monitor. Okay, now next, I want to reprint these values again, but in a sorted order. What should come first? Pre. What should come first? Pre. Last 86. Oh, 93 is there. 93. 93. So first value is 3 and the last value is 93. We want to get in a sorted order now. Okay? Watch it, all of you. First, let us sort it here. What do you want to sort? The values in ARR. The values in ARR. Come on. Let's reprint. Now, let's use the for each. For each. For each is a single word, don't divide it. For each. In type. In ARR. Console dot write line. Save it. You should see the output in a sorted order now. Least value is 3, highest value is. So can you get in descending order? Reverse. What do you do now? Reverse. If you reverse, you'll get them in the descending order now. Array, copy this as it is. Paste. Change to reverse. Save it. You got your values in the reverse order. You got all your values in the reverse order now. Okay, least value, highest value is 3. What I want to do now is I'm declaring a new array, guys. It's a size of 12. And don't forget, by default, all the values will be zeros only. By default, all the values will be 0. Everything will be 0 by default. The first 7 values of ARR, I want to copy into BRR. The first 7 values means I want to copy them into BRR. I want to copy them into BRR. Okay, let's copy. How? From where? ARR. To where? How many? That's it. Where to copy, to where you want to copy, how many values you want to copy. Are you clear? All of you careful listen to me. 2 things are not possible here. What is it? You call sort. All values are sorted. Again, you say that, sir, I want to get back the old arrangement. You can get it. I want to get the old arrangement again now. See, these are the values, man. This is the original arrangement. Okay, now? This is the new arrangement. Now you say that I want to get back to the old now. Not possible. Why, sir? Because it doesn't create another copy, but will arrange the values in the same array only. Understood? It's not creating another copy, man. What is it doing? In the same array only, it will arrange now. Array, if it arranges in the same array, how do you know the old one now? Old one is removed and the new values came now. Got it? That is why you can't change to the old again. Not possible. Okay? Second thing not possible is you can copy the values only from the first place. I want to copy randomly, sir. I want to copy values from the middle, sir. Not possible. You can copy only from the first place only. If you want to copy randomly, you need to write your own logic. You need to write your own logic, but random copying will not be possible. Copying is possible only from the first place. That's why. From where I copied? I want to copy these 7 values, sir. Not possible. Not possible. You can copy only from the first place. I hope I'm clear. Understood the 2 restrictions here? What is the first restriction? Once called sort or reverse or something, you cannot get back to the old arrangement again. Second, we cannot copy values randomly. They can be copied only sequential. They can be copied only sequential, but not random. Random copying will not be possible. Is it clear, everyone? I'm not teaching you C. That's what I said here. You need to learn the basics. I won't touch that. I cannot go to that level. That's what I said here. C# itself is awesome here. I cannot do that. And that's what I said here. You must learn all these things in the C language. If you want to practice, I given all the programs and the notes for you to practice. Guys, watch. I won't teach you in the classrooms about this, all this. But if you want to practice, I given all the logical programs, what you generally learn in the C language, how to do with C#. Watch it. Prime number or not. Actually, 2 different ways of writing a code. Solution 1 and solution 2. Next. Reverse. Binary value. Palindrome. Fibonacci series. Factorial. Armstrong number. Sum of digits of given number. Single digit. Until you know what it is? Suppose 1947 is given. What is the sum of the numbers? 3. Yeah. 21. Until single digit means 3. Otherwise, 1947 sum is 21 only. Until single digit means 3. I given 2 programs. This is sum. Means 1947 is given means 21 will come. But this one, now again the 21 is added. Finally gives you 3 now. Next one. The given number, it has to print the number in words. Leap year. How to find the larger number in an array? String reverse. Number of words in each string. Length of a given string. Number of characters in each string. Words reverse, not string reverse here. Words reverse. Converting a string into lowercase, converting a string into uppercase, converting a string into Pascal case. How many unique characters are present in each string? Duplicate characters. Roman number. For a given number, it will tell you a Roman number. Now, patterns. Different pattern programs. Everything I given in the notes, man, I'm not going to explain them. That's what I said here. I am not going to teach the low level. This is C sharp, advanced programming. This is all you must learn in your C language, basically. Okay. This is all patterns. Different patterns. Sorting algorithms. Check it out. Bubble sort. So this is an array. How to do the sort? By using bubble sort. Selection sort. Insertion sort. Shell sort. Quick sort. That's it. In the end of your notes, you have all these logical programs for you to practice. Is it clear? Don't expect me to teach you. I'm not going to teach that up to that low level. So basically, the reason to tell about this for and for each is also because for each is new to you. Otherwise, I won't tell you about the for each loop and low level of the for each loop here. Is what we are talking now? What is that? Array class. This is a predefined class under system namespace, which provides with a set of members in it to perform actions on an array. You can see sort. It's a method. Void. Void means non-value returning. Non-value returning. Reverse. Void. Copy. Void. Get length. Array get length will tell you number of rows and columns here, integer. Length. It is integer field. It is integer field in the class. Say. So property, but to be clear, I said you, it is a field. You know, it's a global variable in the class. It is a global variable in the class. Global variables are called as fields. Okay now? And this is the code what I shown you. I called sort here, reverse here, copy. Sort, reverse, copy, all these things. Clear about one-dimensional arrays? One thing I want to tell you, man. You learned arrays in C language, no? What I taught you newly, you know? Array declaration syntax change, I said here. Second thing, for each loop is introduced to access the values, reminding all what we learned in C only present here also now. Understood me? Now the second type of arrays are two-dimensional arrays. Two-dimensional arrays. What is two-dimensional? The values are stored in rows and columns. You'll be storing the values in rows and columns here. Okay. How do you declare? Look here. How do you declare them? Just a second. This is how you're declaring a one-dimensional array now. Look. Concentrate here all of you. When you're working with a two-dimensional array, what is this? Integer. What is this? Integer array. Correct? If I put a comma here, two-dimensional array. The meaning is two-dimensional array. Comma inside the square brace is a two-dimensional array now. And here you're required to tell rows and columns now. How many rows? How many columns? 5 columns. Same again. Come on. All 3 same again now. What is the first one? Declaration and initialization with default values. Second one. Declaration, initialization with default value. Third one, given set of values. It is given with a given set of values. Is it clear, all of you? Yes or not? All three, same again. Okay, nothing different. Now, look at this, all of you. Here we'll try one thing. Sorry. TD array. We have written SD array first, now TD array. Next. Help me, please. Come on. Faster. Using system. Next. Class TD array. Sphere plus comma. 2 dimensional. ARR is equals to new. Four comma 5. How many rows and columns? 4 rows, 5 columns. Correct? This is how the array created. That is how the array is created now. How many rows? How many columns? Every row has a row index now. Every row has a row index. Starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Every column has a column index. Starting from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every cell has a cell index now. Where cell index is the combination of row index and column index. It's the combination of row index and column index. See the positioning? 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. Next, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. And 3, 0, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. The row index as well as the column index, what we have. Okay. What the default values are now also 0 only, man. That point is, I did not show you 0 there, but by default now all the cells will contain 0 only. How many? 20. Total 20 zeros. Okay. Look at this code, all of you. Console dot right line number of rows. How many rows are there? Get length of 0. Get length of 0 will tell you number of rows. Next. One. What will this tell you? Number of columns now. This is going to tell you the number of columns. The first one will tell you a number of rows and the second one will tell you a number of columns. Same like this, I want to know the number of cells. How many? How many? 20, correct now? That will tell you length. Length will tell you number of cells. Watch it. CSC. Rows are 4, columns are 5, cells are 20. Clear or not? How many cells? 20. What all the 20 cells contain? 0. I want to print them on the monitor. I want to print them on the monitor. What do you want to print? All the 20 zeros. Okay, we'll print it. But recollect yourself, how did you print the values of a 2-dimensional array in C language? Using what is that called? That is what? Nested for loop is the answer. Not 2 for loop, I and J. What is that? Nested for loop. If you want to access the values of a two-dimensional array, what you require to use? Nested for loop. That is a for loop inside another for loop. A for loop inside another loop. See the beauty of the for each loop here. If you guys are using a for each loop, listen, if you guys are using a for each loop, you don't require to write two loops now. One loop will do the job. If you use a for loop, one loop will do the job for you. How, sir? It will start, if I use a for loop here, it will start with the first row, first column, and will stop at last row, last column. I don't require to tell number of rows. I don't require to tell number of columns. Did you notice the for each loop in the previous example? You did not specify the initialization. You did not specify the iteration. You did not specify the condition. And why is that? It is just a gun and a barrel of bullets. When you load the gun and start fire, are you going to say 6 bullets are there? Fire the first bullet first, second bullet. Do you say anything? No. Just load the gun, start firing. That's it. No? The whole side is going to be the same process now. I don't require to tell the starting point. I don't require to tell the ending point. I don't require to tell the iteration. Nothing is required for it. That is the specialty of the for each loop. See that? If I use a for each loop and print, I can print by using one single loop only, no need two loops. Watch it. What I'm showing is values of a two-dimensional array by using for each loop. What I'm using? For each loop. Okay, watch it. For each in ARR console dot write I plus space.